guys, salutation for San Francis. My name is Violin Kwan. Today I'm gonna tell you a story called Tangled. Have you heard this story before? If you don't, let me tell you this story. Long ago, a king and queen had a baby daughter named Rapunzel. But her devout parents didn't know that Rapunzel's golden hair contained magical healing power. A selfish old woman named Mother Gothel knew of the magic in Rapunzel's hair and wanted it to keep herself young. So she kidnapped the baby and raised her in a tower, deep in the woods, never telling her that she was a princess. As Rapunzel's hair grew and grew, she loved gazing out at the tower window every night on her birthday to see the floating lights. She wanted to see them up close, but Mother Gothel refused. Meanwhile, a young thief named Flynn Rider had stolen something special from the king's castle, and royal guards were after him. Suddenly, he saw a perfect hiding place. A tower. When Flynn arrived to the tower, Rapunzel knocked him with a frying pan. And secretly, Rapunzel opened the satchel he carried. Inside, she found a sparkling gold object. It was so familiar. When Flynn Rider awoke, she found himself tied to a chair with Rapunzel's golden long hair. Rapunzel pointed to the painting of the floating lights. Tomorrow was her 18th birthday. If Flynn took her to see the light, she will return his cycle. After Flynn agreed and wanted to help Rapunzel, they climbed out from the tower using Rapunzel's hair. But when her feet touched the grass, Rapunzel nearly burst with excitement, exclaiming, "Woohoo!" Rapunzel and Flynn enjoyed the adventure, but they were being chased. Mother Gothel was looking for them, and the royal guards were after Flynn, also his partner in crime. They won the crown. They passed, and Rapunzel and Flynn can manage to escape their pursuer. One morning, Rapunzel saw a beautiful kingdom with a breathtaking sight, a castle sitting high above. She headed straight to it. In the town, Rapunzel was drawn. She found a painting of the king, the queen, and the baby daughter, who was known as the last princess. The child has a golden hair, green eyes, just like her. Flynn brought Rapunzel to the field of floating lights, which were actually lanterns. Flynn gave Rapunzel her own lanterns to shine into the night, and she returned his cycle. Then the couple gazed into each other's eyes. They were falling in love. Later, Flynn and Rapunzel were separated. Mother Gothel told Rapunzel that Flynn only won the crown, but she realized Mother Gothel was lying, and now she knew that she was the lost princess. Suddenly, Flynn arrived to rescue Rapunzel, but Mother Gothel hurt him badly. She wanted Rapunzel to stay with her forever. If she did, she'd allow Rapunzel to heal Flynn. But before Rapunzel could act, Flynn cut off Rapunzel's hair, which lost its magic. For the magic, Mother Gothel quickly aged and turned to dust. Rapunzel was now free, but Flynn was dying. "Hermione, dream," she whispered. One of Rapunzel's tears fell to Flynn and began to glow up and heal him. Flynn brought Rapunzel back to the castle. The king and queen rushed to embrace their lost princess. That night, the entire kingdom celebrated her return by launching hundreds of lanterns, the lights that guide her home. The moral value is, don't be greedy for something you don't have to. Thank you for listening. Bye.